Good morning to all. Today in this video, I would like to discuss why the TCP is not performed well in ad hoc wireless network. So there are some reasons that TCP does not perform well in ad hoc wireless network. So these are the those reasons. So the first one is misinterpretation of packet loss, and then next frequent path breaks, and then effect of path length, and then misinterpretation of congestion window, and then asymmetric link behavior, and then unidirectional path, and then multi-path routing, and then network partitioning and remerging, and then the use of sliding window based transmission. So these are the some reasons the TCP should not work in ad hoc wireless networks. So that we go for the advanced TCP, that is extension of the TCPs are used. Okay, so in this extension of TCP, the first one is TCP feedback method. So in this TCP feedback method, which is denoted as TCP-F, so it uses a feedback approach. Okay, so the TCP-F supports a reliable link layer and routing protocol that can provide the feedback to the TCP sender about the path breaks. Okay, so that means if any path break occurs in the route, so the where the path is damaged, that corresponding node is transfers the message to the sender. Okay, so once these messages received to the sender node, so the sender node will stop the data. Okay, then whenever the again root is re-establishment message is occurs at the senders, so that the sender will transfers the packet, okay, continuously. Okay, so here there are two messages are used. So one is root failure notification message FN, and another one is root re-establishment notification, so that is RRN. So these are the two messages are used here, TCP feedback method. So this by seeing this diagram we can explain the TCP feedback approach. Okay, so in this the first diagram, there is no path breaks will occurs. The sender A will transfers the data to the destination D. So in the B diagram, this is a TCP state in snooze state. So here the path break is occur in between C and D, so that the C node will transfers the root failure notification to A. So once the root failure notification is received to the A, so the node A will stop the data. Okay, so then once we can stop the data, so whenever the root re-establishment node will occur to the node A, so then we can transfer the data. So like this, by using this RFN message and RRN message, we can transfer the data in TCP feedback method. Okay, then next method is TCP over explicit link failure notification. So it handles the explicit link failure notification. Okay, here we can use the TCP probe packet for detecting the root re-establishment. Here the ELFN organized by the node detecting the path breaks. Okay, so and here overall we can give the notification to the ELFN message. So that is explicit link failure notification. So previously there are some, that means TCP feedback method we can have some advantages and disadvantages, and TCP explicit notification failure notification method is also have some advantages and disadvantages. So first we can discuss the advantages of TCP feedback method. So in this, the first advantage is simple and it permits the TCP congestion control mechanism. Okay, and disadvantage is it is not suitable for the failure points. Okay, so there is a additional signals will be passed to the sender, that is RFN and RRN. Okay, so it requires the modification of the existing TCP. Okay, so and then The conjunction window after the new route is obtained may not be reflect the achievable transmission rate acceptable to the network and the TCP F receiver. So these are the some advantages and disadvantages over the TCP method. And here is TCP explicit link failure notification advantages are, so it improves the TCP performance by decoupling the path breaks. Okay, so here the another advantage is less dependent on the routing protocol. And disadvantages, so when the route is partitioned, the path failure may last longer. Okay, so and the next here one more disadvantage is here the conjunction window after the new route is obtained may not be reflected to the achieved transmission rate acceptable to the network and TCP receiver. Okay, so then another method is TCP bus. So in this TCP bus we can use the feedback method by using this intermediate nodes. Okay, so here we can use the two extra messages, that is localized query and reply. Okay, so here upon the detection of the path breaks there is a upstream intermediate node originate the explicit route disconnection notification, that is ERDN messages will occurs. Okay, so that means so here there is a some messages are used, that is localized query messages and reply to the partial paths. So here the advantage is performance improvement and avoid the fast retransmissions. Okay, then next here use the on demand routing protocol. So and disadvantage is increased dependency on the routing protocol and buffering at the intermediate nodes. So then another disadvantage is the failure of intermediate nodes may lead to loss of packets. Okay, so this is one more technique, and another technique is ad hoc TCP. So here the ad hoc TCP uses the network layer feedback mechanism to make the TCP sender to avoid the status of the path. Okay, so then next another హలో
చిరంజీవి
చెప్పబాయ్
రెడీ రారా
వస్తా